Greetings, everybody. Fine. How do you do? Yeah, it's been almost 3 months since I posted a video, but so some explanation's got to be in order here. I've had problems, not just with YouTube, for the last couple of months. I've not been able to leave replies to comments. Every time I try to leave a reply to a comment, it disappears, deletes. So YouTube is really no help. They said it might be my computer, and they might be right. I don't know. And I've tried to copy and paste my reply so I don't have to keep writing it. And if I do that 5 or 6 times, it'll work. But I'm not going to keep doing that. So I've had problems with that. And then in my personal life, I've had a lot of stress going on. My brother-in-law broke his hip. He had to get a hip replacement. He's in therapy now, and he just broke his leg, and they had to replace his hip again. So it's just unbelievable. And then, my wife's trying to get her parents died, about a year ago, a little over a year ago, and they're trying to get the condominium in order to be able to sell it where her parents live. And that has been going on for a year, and I've been working over there. I've been trying to help get that thing going, and it's just it's awful. It's huge. It's humongous, and it's just a lot of work. With my arthritis, it was just killing me. And then we got all this unrest going on, what the media likes to call unrest. Is to me just criminal activity. I mean, it's bad enough we have police that are using excessive force. I mean, obviously, you shoot somebody in the back several times and they're unarmed, that's a homicide. You don't shoot somebody 17 times either, and you don't kneel on somebody's neck and asphyxiate them. So these police officers are being reined in. They're being fired from their job. They're being tried, and they're being arrested. So there's really no reason for these outrageous acts of rampaging riots. And I'm not talking about what's going on in Kenosha. I'm not talking about Portland or Seattle. Right here in Chicago, August, I think it was around August 10th, was on a Sunday, late Sunday night into early Monday morning, in the Englewood neighborhood, which is a black neighborhood. Some black residents called the police. There was a black youth, they gave the police the description, who had a gun and who they believe was trying to burglarize property. So the police came, they found somebody that matched the description, and they walked towards him, and he opened fire. He started shooting at the police. The police returned the fire, and they wounded him. And then they recovered the gun that he had. His prints are all over it. And they took him to the hospital where he's recovering. But what happened after that is just despicable. We've had people from Black Lives Matter and from another organization, and a lot of people that didn't belong to any organization at all, get onto the social media sites, and they were just ripping lies left and right that white police officers kill another unarmed black man. That's one of the things that they were trying to spread, all this misinformation. And they organized about hundreds of youth from the South Side, black youths. They organized a caravan of mini buses, minivans, cars, whatever, into the downtown shopping district. And there was only one purpose for that, and that was they're taking advantage of an unfortunate situation and turning taking advantage, making it an opportunity to terrorize the downtown shopping district. And it's mostly white-owned businesses over there, so they're targeting that. And it was just horrible. They rampaging riots. I mean, they were acting like a bunch of wild animals on experimental drugs. It was just awful, and all based on complete total misinformation. The only reason they were doing that was to take advantage of an unfortunate circumstance to loot. They were burning cars, they were busting windows and smashing doors into the businesses, stealing the merchandise. It was just awful. And the police were overwhelmed because there were hundreds of them at one time. So, I mean, there's just no excuse for that. And, I mean, it's bad enough we got trouble all across the country now, and that cops, are using excessive force, and they have to be reined in, and they are being reined in. But this is no way to react. This is no way to, honor memories of civil rights leaders like Michael King and others. And I mean, if Martin Luther King could see all this right now, he'd be turning over in his grave. This is not what he was about. And just pure criminality. And I think that these people that are doing this is the second time within 2.5 months that they destroyed the downtown area. Twice. They should be tried as terrorists, and they should be held accountable for hate crimes, because they're targeting the white businesses over there, and it's hate. It's pure bigoted racial hatred, and I got no room for that, no matter what color it comes from. I don't care if it comes from whites or blacks, and in this case it's black, and I got no room for it anywhere. And then these are the same people that are complaining all the time about how COVID-19 is affecting them more than other people, than other groups of ethnic groups and cultural groups. And here, one of the reasons I think that they got probably more COVID cases is because of something like this. This is the aftermath, in the Inglewood neighborhood. They got Black Lives Matter, and there's some other anti-police, anti-racist group here. They confronted the residents here in Inglewood that didn't want these people there. They didn't want them there because the residents said that they're only there to start trouble and to party. And take a look at that. I mean, they're not wearing any masks. They got their masks lowered. They're not wearing them. They're screaming in each other's faces. All it takes is one person there to have COVID-19, and you're spreading it all over the place. So I don't know. It's just ridiculous. I mean, we all want justice for something that if we've had something that was an injustice having occurred to us, we want to have that taken care of, and it is being taken care of. Like I said, police are being reined in for the stupidity. I mean, in the latest thing in Kenosha, but I don't know the exact details of that, so I don't even want to comment on that. But I hope that rationality and peace and civility ultimately will prevail. I hope, because it's just crazy. It doesn't do the black neighborhoods any good. It doesn't do the downtown area any good. They're just being stigmatized. It's just absurd. It's just terrible. Anyway, now that I got that off my chest, that was bothering me because I hate seeing that. This is 2020, and we're still, struggling with racial hatred and bigotry and riots and stuff that it shouldn't be. I mean, this seems like it's going to go on forever. I don't know. But anyway, let me, oh, I got to show you some comic books. But I want to get some of my juice out here. Yeah. And I want to thank people that have reached out to me while I was gone. Like, I had to write some names down. Anthony Rizzo and Robert Presto Pepe. Look at this. Anybody remember these? Aluminum tumblers from the 1960s? These are original ones from my parents had these. Used to bring them out for picnics and backyard barbecues. The old aluminum tumblers. Anyway, I had Mike, call me on the phone. Mike from Night Tiger Comics, or he texted me, and Michael from the Comic Crypt, the Castle Hills. Excuse me. And of course, I was on the phone with my buddy Kurt, Joker 68, who's got some really bad situation going on there. But I want to thank everybody for reaching out. And Tony, Why Not Art, reached out to me. I called him back a while ago. So, yeah. Just to show you briefly some comics. I don't want to do a video without comic books. This I think the House of Secrets. Let me take a look at this here. Yeah, out of the I think there were 100 and House of Secrets. I think there were 150, something like 150. I don't know the exact number, but as far as I have been able to ascertain, I think there were only 2 covers that had these kind of quite blatantly obvious phallic symbol covers. I have the other one back there, but this is one of them. I think there were only 2. But this is a cover. I think this is Nick Cardy. I didn't write it down. Usually I write the artist on the back, but I think this is Nick Cardy. It's a little hard for me to tell, actually, because I'm used to Nick Cardy's work on Aquaman. But that is just... that's going to go on my wall of strange. Oh, spilled it. Oh. Here's a bizarre one. The Fantastic Flower Creatures. This is this I didn't tell you the issue with this one. This was issue 24 from 1959, and this is issue 38 from 1960. It's got a Dick Dillon cover on there, and I think inks by Shelley Maldoff. And the story in here, the Fantastic Flower Creatures by Mort Miskin. That is really a bizarre cover. I mean, so that goes on my wall of strange, all the strange comic books that I have that have like just bizarre, oddball covers. And then there's something else I picked up recently. Let me see. I want to see if Coco's. I got a special Coco's here. Yeah, Coco says I should show you the other book that I picked up. Anybody ever watch That Highlander, I'm not Highlander, Outlander. There's one episode on there where this old guy in one of the islands is talking to coconuts. This is the first issue of The Man from U.N.C.L.E. from 1965. This is Robert Vaughn. He died a few years ago, I think, in 2016. His partner in the TV series was David McCallum, and he played the character of Ilya Kuryakin. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Ah, those were good old days. They had great TV back then. Oh, you know what? I still have my original game, Man from U.N.C.L.E. game. What did I do with it? Oh, here. This is the original game I had when I was a kid. It's missing some parts and stuff, but I think the reason why I've been able to keep this so long is because it was at my brother's house in Aurora. He kept it for a great many number of years, and I guess he must have forgot about it. I forgot about it, and then all of a sudden there it was. This was found this over at his house a few years ago, but it was my original game, original board game, 1965. These were all the shows that came on the heels of 007, you know, like I Spy with Bill Cosby and who was that other guy? Can't think of him right now. But anyway, that's what I have right now for you. And stay tuned in the next video. I got manly magazines. Real manly magazines. You didn't know that Marvel published stuff like that, did you? Well, you'll see it in the next video. All right. So, thanks for joining me. I'm glad to be back. Sorry I was away for so long, and hopefully we can all get over this so-called unrest and get over this COVID-19, this SARS coronavirus from China soon. Take care, people. Tune in the next time. You're gonna be surprised what I show.